I don't know. Honestly, don't know how many days I have left, or maybe it's months. I don't know. I feel like it's days left that I'm going to be able to walk. My legs are getting aggressively worse, aggressively faster, for some reason or another. Um, but God is good to me, and He's with me, and He's given me all the things I need, including a runny nose. Just everything around me, all the things I need, and gave me a really cool electric motorcycle because I can't lift my feet up either, so I couldn't shift gears on like my regular bikes I used to have. So I got an electric, hauls ass almost intimidatingly fast, especially off the get-go, because electric's just like an on switch. It's not a slow moving throttle. It's just it just full blast almost right off the bat. So I busted my ass a few times, but I get to come out here in the woods. There's some really cool trails across the street from our house, and then some either even cooler ones across the railroad tracks from there. And I get to come ride. I get to take my legs out of the equation and kind of be a normal guy for a little while. Um, I can't get as squirrely as I used to because I'm intimidated about the possible fall and having to throw my leg down, which I wouldn't have the strength to catch me from a fall. So I just have to look for like the quickest way to the ground when I start to crash. Last time I crashed, I tore my rotator cuff. They say it's hanging on by a thread, so that sucks. But I was just noticing my blessing and an ant. um, all my blessings. You know, life does its lifing, sucking, major butt. But then God comes along and He does His Godding and brings you all the blessings in the world if you'll just take a minute to look at them. And I was just taking a minute to do that. So there you go. Maybe you should stop and look around for a minute because the beauty is there. The blessings are there. And they are multitudes more. I don't know how to phrase that. There's way more of those than there are the bad things. I mean, the bad things way more, and they're more realistic because they weigh so damn much. But the blessings are there. I mean, hell, your heartbeat's a blessing. Period. That's just one of the trillions that you have. Um, anyway, I just wanted to take a minute to maybe share a positive message that someone that may accidentally run across this needed to hear. And if you're a disabled person, if you have problems with your hands or your feet, if you have CMT like I do, that disability that makes us where we can't raise our feet, we have lots of problems with those, and you can't shift gears on a bike, but you wish you could. I've got what's called a Rawrr. It's a weird ass name, almost like roar, but Rawrr Mantis X. Um, it's ridiculous, and it's all you do is twist the throttle and go. It'll do about 50 miles an hour, and it will get there in a friggin' heartbeat. So if you want to have some fun, but you can't shift gears or something like that, just get on one of these and go play. It really, really is a nice thing. Stay cool.